Hello, everybody. Welcome to winter. I know, I kind of wish I had control over music playing right now. I'd play some, like, taiko or some ambient. Some moody synths. Yeah, if I had the ability to put on some kind of music like that, I would. I am mobile at the moment. And as you all will have learned from my previous stream, when I was out on a lake, where it was even colder than it is right now, it's like 8 degrees right now, and it's snowing, you'll know that phones do not like being out in the cold. Have to bend over in order to be able to get down to phone level. It feels weird. I'm under a spotlight too. Yeah, so I'm repeatedly getting the error on my screen that says it's too cold to be using me right now. Too cold to charge the battery. So the stream could die at any time. For some reason, some of the messages aren't showing up. So let me know if the wind gets overwhelming, because I have that external microphone that I can use. Something that bothered me about my last stream is I noticed a single hair on my face that I had somehow missed when I shaved, and I was looking at the past stream and I was like, oh my god, how did I go on camera like that? So I made sure this time to get rid of it. It shouldn't be there anymore. I wish I could have had the stream up earlier today, but I got stuck in traffic, car traffic, because I was coming back from a job-related thing. So I couldn't get out when it was really bright and it was snowing a lot more than it is now. So this isn't going to be that long of a stream. This is going to go on a little trip to enjoy the snowfall. The frame rate is going to fluctuate. I don't know why. I'm underneath a pretty heavy-duty power line. I don't know if that's interfering with my data signal or not. Yeah, it was especially windy last time because I was on a perfectly flat lake. Even though the bridge can be pretty windy at times, it should be better right now. So this is the Mississippi River that we're looking at right now. And that's the 35W bridge. That blue line that you see over there. That, with the photos I was posting of the Minneapolis 20XX, that's where I was standing for that. As it gets darker, I'm probably going to go over there as well, see how it looks in this condition. That's the Guthrie Theater. It's probably the biggest theater in Minneapolis. Wish I could have gotten out here earlier. It was snowing way harder and it was way foggier than it looks now. Because I love lots and lots of fog. Looks like the frame rate keeps dropping. That's very strange. So for those of you watching that are not in a part of the world or country where you get snow, let's see if I can describe what the snow is like right now. This is the extra fluffy kind of snow. This is the kind that happens when it's right around freezing temperature. Not sure the exact reason that it becomes this way, but this is, what is it like? It's kind of like flour. It's like really cold flour, I guess. This isn't the kind I can make a snowman out of. This stuff is just like I can kind of make a ball, but it's not something you can build out of. It needs to be a lot warmer for it to get to be that thick, extra thick kind of snow. Here comes a winter bicyclist. They're the most badass members of Minneapolis. That used to be me. Yeah, it's an extra tricky situation to try to bike on top of snow. But really, the biggest problem with winter biking is that it's the cold that gets to you more than anything else. Because when you're moving that fast and your hands are in front of you and your hands are stuck on the handlebars, that your fingers freeze so quickly you can't put them in your pockets because you need to stay stable on your bike. So that was my takeaway message, is that it's fighting the cold is tougher than fighting the snow and ice. And IRL streaming in the snow, your biggest enemy is the error message that covers the whole screen that says the phone is too cold to charge. So I don't know if the frame rate will let you guys see this, but the light is flickering really fast. Probably can't see it at 30 FPS. But I like to think that when you see a lamp in a city that's flickering like that it's actually the spirit of somebody who has died. And that the flickering means that their spirit is currently haunting that lamp. It's there as a reminder of the place where they died. So here's St. Anthony Falls. I believe this is the largest waterfall on the Mississippi River. And it has a man-made concrete apron below it that makes it look so perfectly flat in order to preserve the falls, because otherwise, naturally, it would have evened itself out over time. But it was used for hydroelectric power. So the movement of the river powers a lot of the buildings nearby here. But historically, it was one of the most essential sources of electricity for the founding industries of Minneapolis. But you should have seen when it was -50 wind chill out here, all you could see on the river was mist. It was just huge amounts of just dense volumes of mist and fog or whatever. I don't even know the term anymore. It's going to be harder to tell that it's even snowing as it gets darker. So here's proof. Yeah, I don't have them on now, but usually I have hand warmers inside my gloves, but I have some in my bag that I could use, but I figured I wouldn't be out too long. Yeah, I wanted to be out earlier, but couldn't. I'm going to be very busy the next few days where it's supposed to snow even more, so I don't know. I'll have to see how it goes. I was just hoping we would get just a total, like, screw you kind of blizzard where it's just so overwhelming that everything stops. But instead, we ended up getting the extreme cold instead of extreme snowfall. So now we're going to do a little bit of nature watching. So here we see the 9 to 5er in their natural habitat, their migration home from the workday, as they all sit in traffic, unable to move, or moving very slowly, as traffic is backed up all the way as far as the eye can see. Wondering if I should go down here. Actually, I probably shouldn't. I mean, there's a walkway that lets you down there. It's the ruins of an old cargo ship loading dock. But the thing is, when it's all covered in snow, it's very easy to fall into the river. And falling into a river in these temperatures is like certain death. And I'm not really a fan of that. Well, spoilers, water is ice, and ice is water. The river doesn't completely freeze. It just gets a big layer of ice over the top. And I definitely will not be slipping on ice during this stream, so don't worry. My shoes that are like 3 years old and have no grip on the bottom are experts at gripping the ice. This is my artistic angle. Here we go. He's a good shot. I know a lot of people don't realize that walking on snow kind of sounds like breaking apart styrofoam. It's like a squeak. It's a weird kind of, it's hard to describe. It's not like you hear in Skyrim. Actual snow prints have a kind of unpleasant sound. I'm used to it. Okay, chat, I'm just going to leave you here a second. Don't get cold. Oh man, why is my frame rate dipping so low? Just gonna do something. How did that happen? Okay. Is this still going? I am actually shocked that it is still streaming right now. Can you guys hear me? Wow. So my phone, because phones do not enjoy being forced to do things in the cold. Phone went completely black. I thought it turned off, but I guess it was on. So good thing I didn't say anything embarrassing when I thought the stream went down. Is it in vertical right now? Uh-oh. Did that fix it? Okay, so here's a question. Is the bottom on the left or the right? So I just gotta assume that the whole phone just breaks down in the cold, so I'll have to try to work with it. It's on the right, okay. Okay, so, not queso, but K, comma, so, when I do this, then this, is it back? It's not giving me any indication on my end. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, here. Did that fix it? Oh, wait. Oh my god. Okay, let's go into portrait, intentional portrait. Now I'll go back into landscape. Okay. Now the focus is messed up. Well, there we go. Having technical problems while outside among lots of people in the cold and cars and all that is really fun. But no, I'm enjoying it. Okay, so I want to test something because I never know I never know what my reflective jacket looks like at a distance because I'm always wearing it. So you guys are sitting in light right now. And I'm gonna walk out into the dark. Let's see what it looks like. So this is for me, this is not for you. So I'm gonna leave you here in the cold all alone. to simulate my life. No, to simulate what it's like to look at my reflective jacket from a distance for me. Cool, so I'll have to check it later. Well, it wasn't the ideal situation to test the reflectivity because I'm surrounded by cars that have tons of really bright lights that were interfering with it. So if you're in a car and your headlights are shining on someone wearing a reflective jacket, that's like the brightest it's going to ever be. So the only light that you guys had was the light of the lamp, which was above you. So it wasn't a good test. Not sure how else to test it unless I just like borrowed someone's car. I'll just stop one of these cars and be like, yo, could I use your car for a second? Could you get out? Aren't blue headlights banned from cars here? I don't think so. I always forget what they're called. So we got the amber lights that most cars have. What are they? What are the other ones? I don't think they're called fog lights. I mean, cars will have like extra lights to deal with fog. But there's a certain, it's like a name of the chemical that produces that color of light, that bluish white. Speaking of this, look at this pure, untouched snow. Let's get a close-up. Look at that. Xenon lights, that's right. My frame rate keeps dropping like the temp. Oh. Things I go through for you guys. No, I'm kidding. I do this on my own all the time. Ooh, look at this. Get a load of this guy. So we got here. Now I can kind of test what this looks like. Actually, no, that's not going to work either. Why are abominations happening in the chat? No, no, no. I don't stoop to that level. That's not going to happen. This is a classy stream. I'm now walking in, I think, 5 inches of snow. Let's look at some pretty lights. I have to continuously dab to maintain body temperature. I'm not going to fall for that. Fluffy. I don't know, I've had snow my whole life. I don't know what kind of snow things to show people. If it was sticky snow, I would make a snow individual on stream, but this is just fluffy snow. All you can really do in fluffy snow is watch it fluff. Yeah, all you can do is disturb it. You prod it. Yeah, cinematic shot of it falling past the light source. That's kind of what I've been trying to do. Trying to find some interesting light sources. It's interesting that when it's snowing in the dark, it's hard to tell that it's actually snowing. Because, yeah, you'd only notice snow when light hits it. Here's a good shot. Ah, yeah, this is perfect. Not sure how the bit rate is going to handle it. Look at that dramatic shadow. Rule of thirds. We have a focal point. We have implied movement. Actually, literal movement, not implied. Look at that shadow behind the sign. It's hitting the bottom left of the frame. Could make a dramatic moment out of this. Oh, hello, Skeletoxin. We're actually right next to my favorite sculpture. Well, my favorite local sculpture. It used to be in the Walker Sculpture Garden. See if I can walk around it, because it's hard to tell what you're looking at from a photo. Hey, I found a snowman. Yeah, it's a real-life Easter egg. Wow, it's hard to get a tripod to stand in ice and snow. Look at that guy. It's an ever elusive cryptid. Cryptid of the north. Wow, maybe I should get on a path. This snow is really hard to walk on. This is why snowshoes were invented. Because when you're walking with normal shoes, your feet just like hit every weird angled surface and it becomes difficult to walk. This is a nice shot. Wait. If my hands weren't frozen, I would like mess with the zoom and focus and exposure and all that, but taking my hands out of my gloves to use the phone to touch the screen would probably make me get frostbite on my fingers and lose them permanently. The polar vortex is gone. Is that why it's 5 degrees? I guess 5 is pretty warm compared to negative 28. Which eventually warmed up to like negative 15. Ugh. Here's the name of the park. I'll do an IRL marquee, an IRL HTML marquee effect. And we stop. But no, what's funny though is when you get behind it. There we go. This is a description of of my stream. What is the record low temperature for Minneapolis? I don't know. Probably like -40, not wind chill or something. Crap. Ledem Glog. Look at those dog prints. Live on stream because I'm next to a busy. Does all these freezing temperatures put you in the mood for ice? How am I gonna consume ice cream? I missed who said that in the chat earlier that they used expecting it to die. Let me know when you guys can hear me again. Oh, Kelvin, you can hear me? Interesting. Yeah, expect the stream to randomly die because it's frozen. Well, the phone, as it gets colder. Are we back? Yeah, I'm sitting in the entryway of a building. Yeah, during winter streaming like this, you just gotta expect that it's constantly gonna go down, the connection. It's because of the cold. I've streamed from this park before, so I know it's not an internet connection issue, it's just the phone yelling at me, begging for mercy. Funny thing is, when the stream goes down, I can see all of your chat messages. Hand warmer on the phone next time. Well, I can't really do that because it's like I need access to the screen and I can't cover the rest of it. Kind of can't sit in the warmth too long because all the snow that was all over the phone and electronics and stuff is going to melt, and then it gets to be water on the phone. I think I just have to get a case for the phone. Yeah, because generally, when I'm streaming like this, I'm worrying about the phone overheating. So I don't have a case or anything on it because I want the heat dispersion to be as good as possible. But I don't think there's really cases out there designed to warm a phone. I was hoping the phone's battery would warm up so that I can charge again, but it's acting like it won't be able to charge. As I awkwardly sit here in the entryway of a building. Yeah, Nitty Gritty City, was it you that said that you used to live here, or you do, or something like that? I was trying to remember who said that. Oh, you're in a cold city? Okay. Trying to think of the last thing I could go check out. It's a shame that I wasn't doing IRL streams until this summer, or last summer, 2018, because 2018, almost exactly a year ago from today, was when the Super Bowl was hosted in my state. And I was running several VR installations, I guess, for the Super Bowl. And it totally transformed the city, and there were so many amazing things to see. I don't even care about football at all, but the Super Bowl brought a lot of awesome stuff. There were ice sculptures on like every street corner. And I'm right next to a place, it's like a neurology research clinic. And they had a giant floating ice brain outside there. It was an ice sculpture of a floating brain. It was great. It was 74 today for you? Psh. That's easy mode, man. When you live in the bold north of the US, you have to, you gotta rough it. It's even rougher for me because I don't have a car, so I actually do have to go out in the elements. So the cold has a real effect. It's not just like, oh no, it's gonna be cold between my house and my heated car. My heated house and my heated car. I gotta plan ahead and know that, hey, if I get stuck somewhere or between my couple-mile walk to go get groceries, I have to like prepare all kinds of stuff. I have like multiple heat pad kinds of things for my hands. But luckily, being in a city like this, there's pretty much always somewhere I can go if I have to make a sudden stop, somewhere to stay warm. Yeah, I gotta cut open a tauntaun. So I don't think my phone wants to charge the battery because it's been sitting at 20% this whole time, and it's plugged in. People are beginning to wonder why I'm just sitting at the entrance. There's people behind me looking at me. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? Who does he think he is, just stealing our warmth? We pay big bucks for this warmth. You had 1.4 meters in 2 days, 4.6 feet, dang. Yeah, this winter we've just been getting cold. That's why I started streaming today, because I got excited that it was actually snowing. Yeah, but in Minnesota we don't really have New Yorkers who are talking shit all the time. Instead, we just get like passive-aggressive, comical people, basically Nords. You think you can just come inside and steal our warmth? Talos is going to hear from me soon. Going to destroy you. Okay, so I'm going to go back outside. I don't know where, but the stream could abruptly die again. So if it dies again, I'm just going to go home. We'll see. Oh. Mm-hmm. Look at this. don't think you can see it, but in the same building where I just was, there's a very expensive restaurant. So it's like as I'm out here freezing, it's all these rich people inside eating their like $80 meals. Hello, Tranquil Turnip. Man, if it wasn't so awkward to walk in with like a tripod and camera, well, phone camera. I'm right next to a Trader Joe's. We could go get some smoked mac and cheese or whatever that was. But I don't think they'd appreciate me walking into a Trader Joe's with a camera running. Can't think of an interesting place to go in the short amount of battery that I have left. It's so funny when you call Trader Joe's TJ's, because it just sounds like a trashy place when it's called TJ's. So yo, go pick up a 6-pack from TJ's. I can probably use my Meat Clown membership. Get a discount on clown meat. Yeah, the next time I stream some snow, gotta do it way earlier in the day when it's really bright. I don't know, I think the Meat Clown girl is kind of cute. Is anyone willing to participate in weird stuff like that is number one in my book. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year 2020. Here's a good shot. Hello, Strawberry Rose Garden. Yeah, it's cozy for you guys. Actually, I don't mind it. That's why I'm out here. I'm out here enjoying the snow. It just so happened to feel like streaming it too. Get a load of this place. This used to be where you could go ice skating indoors. Right in front of downtown. But they stopped doing that, so now it's just a boring wedding event place. Oh yeah, it's the Chinese Lunar New Year, isn't it? That's appropriate. Get a load of this traffic. Weddings on ice. Reptar on ice. Reptar, gotta find that Reptar. I've always liked the appearance of this building. It's a federal building. Looks especially nice when there's snow on it. Guys, I just figured out a life hack, or a winter IRL streaming pro tip, is that you can use your nose to use your touch screen. So when you get a giant error message that says it's too damn cold to be streaming right now, you can close it with your nose. Look at these stairs. Cool. Ten, 9, 8, 7. The nice snow plow guy, or snow blower guy, he's plowing the sidewalk, so it's shooting snow everywhere, and there's nowhere for me to go, so he cut it off at the last second before we crossed so I wouldn't get snow shot in my face. This is a nice view. Look at this building. That's our library right there. That's the Hennepin County Library. That bright one Also, look at this building. I don't know the name of it. I love extremely high entryway. Gotta use my nose to close the air. There we go. Here's a better view. Get a load of that. This building looks so awesome. Now you see someone going into the building and get a sense of scale. Right there. Now I'm around tons of people waiting for the bus, so I get to be even more socially awkward than I was already.
First, one set is on the cross.
Man, passing by all these couples out here together, enjoying the snow with one another, holding hands. They're probably going to, I don't know, watch Netflix when they get back to wherever either of them live. With quotes or without quotes. None of them have all of us with them right now. Oh, that's true. But guys, that girl that I just passed, she smiled at me. She probably thinks, look at this dumbass wearing a bright yellow jacket, carrying a camera around on a tripod. But who knows? I should run back there and be like, hey, do you want to watch a movie later? They come to you. Well, I'm jealous. I'm actually next to the largest strip club in Minneapolis right now. That's the real reason we're going this way. This club pacifier. It's where men go to pacify their primal urges. But if you... Oh, I gotta put my glove back on. But if you're a Minnesotan, you'd be laughing right now because pacifier is actually designer baby clothes. It's like literally pacifier. The thing with the baby's mouth. It is where they play baby game. Oh no, we're out of focus. There we go. Surprised the phone hasn't died yet. It's a nice view of the city. The chat overlay froze a long time ago? Really? Oh no. Well, that's good to know. So my VOD is gonna be just muscles with a Funky Kong emote? That sounds amazing. Of all the things that could be frozen on the stream, I don't know what the VOD looks like. You guys have a better sense. Read chat in a second. The error message is covering the whole screen. You can't read anything. So my nose touch for the phone stopped working because my nose is too cold to register as a finger. That's the only time in my life I've ever said that. I'm almost back to where we started, so I'll be intentionally shutting the stream down if it doesn't shut itself down before then. Just gonna go get myself warm in a building, but the building has locked doors. Okay, well, this is a super long intersection that I missed the light for, so I have a chance to sit here. Look at all the snow that's accumulated on my hat. Sorry, gross winter stuff. Ugh, get to hear me sniffle over and over again. Yeah, I wear the jacket partly for visibility, so people don't feel as weird about me walking around filming stuff, because like clearly if you're trying to be sneaky, why would you wear a bright yellow jacket? But also because it's the only jacket that I have. Well, the only hard outer shell jacket. All right. Now this is an awesome bridge. This is the Hennepin Avenue Bridge. believe it's like the second oldest in the whole city. You guys can look at this a sec while I blow my nose. I'm not actually that cold. My phone is a lot colder than I am. Oh man. When those big trucks go over, you can feel the whole bridge shake. It feels like an earthquake. Ooh, here's a chance for a scenic snow shot. See if I can get a better view. Yes. Yeah, it's gonna be snowing all night into tomorrow and the next day. Egg salad. But I'm gonna be busy all day tomorrow and the next day. I have to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow to be at a convention to help run some stuff. Perler girl, are you from the Midwest? Or are there other areas that are getting this weather too? Oh yeah, I have an enormous bias, but yeah, I think Minneapolis is a beautiful city. Of course, you can't see it downtown from here. Oh, you're from Minnesota. Southwest suburbs, let's see, southwest. I know the least about southwest suburbs. I grew up in a southeast suburb. I'm trying to even think what cities are over there. What, like St. Louis Park? Can't remember. Oh, Chanhassen. Am I coming to TMG? I wish, but I have no money. I couldn't even leave the state if I wanted to. Chan, Victoria, Waconia, Shakopee. Okay. Get a load of this view. And this view. Look at that. Frozen Mississippi River. Overlooking Central Avenue Bridge. The giant orange sign, the gold medal flower one, is where we were testing the reflectivity of my jacket. It's getting harder for me to talk because my lips are frozen and I can't shape words very well. It's funny, this actually makes a lot of sense. The less I can move my lips, I start to sound like a stereotypical Minnesotan. So I think that's just where the accent comes from, is that our face is so frozen, we just like adapted to speaking that way. Because you just kind of don't want to talk anything, you just can't enunciate the words, you just kind of talk like this. Hey, snow graffiti. Look at this. Snow blasted the side of this column, so someone drew Kilroy. And I'm pretty sure that's a penis down here too. Oh, and then someone wrote Poot. Pootis. Oh yeah, it's just scrolling back in chat. Because I'm trying to keep my hands warm at the same time as holding the tripod and stuff. Oh yeah, Hennepin Avenue. As long as I'm not around other people in my immediate area, I can say, yeah, Hennepin Avenue has been a big suicide spot. Every year there's like a handful of people who jump. Many of which survive, actually. But the other bridge I was over, Stone Arch Bridge, people jump from there too. There was two friends from two high schoolers who were friends, jumped off the bridge and died together a few years back. No one knew why. And it's most likely not the height that does it. It's probably the intense undercurrent of the river. Or undertow, I don't remember what it's called. Man, it sucks that the chat overlay is broken. Now I'm not going to be able to look back and see what you guys said. I mean, I'm reading it now, but I can go to the Twitch VOD. That works. But I've noticed when you IRL stream that the Twitch VOD chat log is way out of sync. Because any little hiccup in the connection, which happened a lot tonight, puts it that much more out of sync. Oh jeez, car coming behind me and I'm walking down the middle of a road. Ugh, there we go. I'm on the sidewalk that hasn't been plowed. So this bridge that I'm going over now is a historic railroad bridge from another part of the state. And when they had to demolish that bridge, they took chunks of it and distributed them all over the state to act as smaller pedestrian bridges. So this giant steel structure was moved here from far away, and now it just goes over the Mississippi. It's actually a planked bridge. I'm walking on wooden boards right now. Getting some real good snow sounds now, but this feels good on your teeth. It's styrofoamy noise here. Let's get a closer listen. So I'm looking at chat again. It's kind of hard to keep track of chat when a giant message that says, "Please stop streaming for the love of God," is covering everything. I'm seeing that chat was trying to get me to intensely dab in order to warm up. But I am not 12, by the way. Just catching up on chat. Snow crunching under your feet is the exact thing you miss the most. It hardly snows in Ohio anymore, at least compared to what it did. Okay, get a load of these icicles. Too bad it's not more lit. have to Fortnite dance my way into a reasonable body temperature. Nice ice. Nicicles. You know when an icicle is nice, it's a nicicle. Here's some cool snow stuff. Look at the way the snow gathers on this bench. We get some nice music too. Forgot to mention too, there was someone cross-country skiing down the sidewalk. That's what happens in winter states. Just like when I was out on the lake during my last stream, there's just someone casually ice skating by. Instead of rollerblades and skateboards, we got cross-country skis and ice skates. All right, I'm near one of the last movie theaters in Minneapolis, or at least modern movie theaters that shows new stuff when it's new. You think they'll let me just walk into the theater and stream a whole movie with you guys? I'm sure that'll work. Let's see what's playing. Something called Serenity. Okay. Here's a good shot of the city as I walk through huge piles of snow to get over here. Okay. No, I don't want to look at myself. Are you kidding me? I get enough of that in my regular life. There. Just catching up on chat. Yeah, I could just sit and look at this shot all night. Oh, there's a big power line in the way. Let me move over. Ah, tripod, please. Ah, error message, please. No, the nose is out of commission. I've been having to take my glove off, use an actual finger to interact with my phone. It's like I'm living in the Stone Age. Oh, that's cool. Car alarm going off right as I'm trying to get a scenic shot of the city. Beep, 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 beep. I wonder if the owner did that on purpose because they saw me near their truck. Great, how long is this gonna go off? Here, for the sake of you guys, I'll mute the audio for a second till it goes off. We still beeping. Nice. Back to peace and quiet. Okay. So I think a future event that I'd like to cover. And by cover, I mean bumble around and complain about my phone because it's cold. There's an event called the St. Paul Winter Carnival that's coming up. And they have like ice sculptures and stuff. And that's in St. Paul, which is a city I don't know a whole lot about, even though it's our capital city. And I've never streamed from St. Paul before. But if I won't stream it if it's like 0 degrees. I think it's going to get warmer, so I might be able to. Because when I'm far away from home, I don't like to stream because I'm using my Lifeline phone to stream right now. And I don't want to be far away from home with a dead phone. Wait, I gotta film this. Let's see. Ugh. Jumping over snowbanks. I found a tragedy. Look at this. This poor bicycle left out in the cold, just sitting there. Need to prevent bicycle abuse. Millions of bikes, thousands, whatever, every year are left out alone on the street with their chains rusting through salt, destroying all of the components of the bike, the lubricant freezing. This is a cool building, by the way. The A Mill. There's the superb owl. Footstep, 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 footstep. Okay, no, I'm not going to face the camera into windows anymore because these are people's private homes. I don't want to go to jail. But it's like these people live at street level next to a crowded sidewalk. Well, not crowded right now, but in the summer, this is a very crowded sidewalk. And they like leave their blinds wide open. So it just feels weird, like I'm just looking in on like people on a couch watching TV. If I lived right next to a busy sidewalk, I'd have my windows draped all the time. Okay, it sounds like laughter. So I need to be concerned about screaming girl. See, I just saw a couple Netflixing and chilling through their window, but I mean literally they're sitting watching Netflix. It's a giant floor-to-ceiling windows. It's not like you're looking in. You can't not see them there. But I don't know, the two of them looked kind of sad. I should have knocked on the window and been like, hey, you guys want a third wheel? That's my middle name. Actually, I'm either a single wheel or a third wheel. I'm a unicycle. Okay, we're like 50 feet away from where the stream started, so it'd be nice to bring it all together, and then I can read chat again. It'll be nice to IRL stream when it gets warmer and everything works as it's supposed to. I'm shocked the stream hasn't quit like it did earlier. Left, right, left, right. Da, 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 da. Uh-oh, some joggers are getting pulled over by the cops. Not really. It's just the police do their usual thing. Patrol. Okay, now we're back. Now I can close the error message and read all of the things chat was saying behind my back. Oh no, I accidentally flipped the camera. Don't look at me. Oh my god. Oh, phone is malfunctioning. Good Lord, stop. As I scroll chat, I'm accidentally pressing the button that flips the camera around. Your Uncle Paul lives in St. Paul, Muscles? That is astounding. There are so many abandoned bikes on your college campus. I know, it is a sad story when someone abandons their bike. It just wants to serve you. It just wants to help your life be easier. Why can't you help its life be easier? I know that happened a long time ago, and I'm just scrolling back. The Bicycle Archive Bureau. Talking about the people and their non-privacy. All the exhibitionists live there. I know they should like put on a show. Oh no, there's a couple coming behind me. Those cute couples making guys like me feel sad inside. How dare they experience love. God, they're taking a winter selfie together. I should go photobomb their selfie. As I sniffle more. Okay. So since we're back to where we started, I should have a dramatic exit where you'll see through the power of editing, the way that I end the stream will be really impactful. Just don't watch at the very end because that part will be cut out. But I gotta wait a little bit. Okay, chat, so thank you all for watching my technologically innovative stream trying to force a phone to work in 5 degrees while it snows. I'll hopefully get some other winter streams in, because I want a super intense blizzard and they'll be out inside that, or it's just fog everywhere. Might try to do the winter carnival, we'll see. What else is gonna say? I don't really have anything else. It was KRAP, or it wasn't KRAP. See, now that's an inside joke. Only mono streamers will understand that joke who were watching in the last couple hours. Mono stream watchers. Okay. I'll see you all later.